I saw Deyvid and knew right away he was gonna be something.
My thoughts racing through my mind, I don't know what to do. And one day we'll have to choose. See, life's a precious thing to lose, and I don't wanna waste it. Spent years trying to chase it, looking back at the traces, trying to erase it. And a part within me has started killing me from the inside. My thoughts racing through my mind, I don't know what to do. And one day we'll have to choose. See, life's a precious thing to lose, and I don't wanna waste it. Spend years trying to change.
So this is what I'm here for today. This is my friend Deyvid. I just want to take some video of this so I can look at this later. Hello internet. I'm in New York. I've never been to the Cocoon space for Movement Creative, so I'm gonna film a little bit. I still can't use my right foot, but gonna just put you here.
I know that he would have loved to be here because he's just very special and just a caring person, and he would have loved everyone being here just to see, like, support it. So I know he would have been happy.
I don't have the ability to do what he did, and for him to enter my life and bless me with his talent and ability and the friendship that he gave me, I'm gonna remember that forever. And like I said, it comes and goes in waves. Right now, I'm able to get through this and talk through this, but like, I just want everybody to know here that Deyvid touched my life in a way that was very meaningful to me, continues to impact me, and to the people here that I don't know that knew Deyvid, I just want to say everything that you said and everything everybody else will say, I get it. If you all know what I mean. I get it. Whatever we have to say about Deyvid, I can totally understand because I knew the type of person he was.
I mean, wish I was here under more exciting circumstances, but...
I know, that's what I said to everybody.
Yeah.
But at least we together.
Honestly, if I didn't meet Deyvid, my life would be different.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of other parkour people could say the same thing.
Yeah.
Ended up teaching a whole class with him. It was crazy. It was like, I'm looking at this kid like, I'm looking up to him, and he's still growing up, you know? And like, I suffered an injury early on in my career that, like, to this day still makes me move a little different than what I used to. But Deyvid saw past that. Deyvid was like, nah, man, you're a beast. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Yes. Oh.
I thought I wasn't gonna make it.
So, we're out here in the Bronx. Rizzo's working on this really big jump. We're about to head over to Deyvid's Memorial. And just super grateful to be around everybody in New York right now. There's people from Massachusetts, from all over. Look at that. Yes. Nice, dude. Group photo. We got the group photo. Bryce up here, taking the group photo. We're coming in more.
I got you. Party. Yeah.
Squad.
And all we can do now is live where he preached and stay woke, just like he would say.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Rest in peace.
So many people have come out to show respects for Deyvid, which is just really cool. Like, such a powerful energy to be here. Like, Thomas and I were speaking with his grandfather earlier, which is wild. Just like looking at like a memorial for this kid that I knew when he was 19, got to watch him become a young man, and now I'm like meeting his family for the first time under just not the circumstances you'd like to meet your friend's family with, you know? Like, it's really powerful to be here with all these individuals who understand like how important this is, you know, and just to kind of show solidarity.
He's just like, yo, like, I wanna go like explore. And all I've ever wanted to do getting into parkour was explore. Like, I think that's why a lot of us get into it. We just want to explore the unknown. Like, it's just that urban exploration. I remember him saying like, wow, this Brooklyn is so beautiful. It's different. Like, the way you see the city versus how I see it on the rooftops is, you know, it's so surreal. and we just had moments where we just sat on the edge talking about life, talking about his exes, and like just, you know, lessons. They were all lessons. Every time we linked up, it was just like a sunny day. Seeing Deyvid brightened up my day. We would train. He would push me to do stuff that I didn't think I would do. The way he would like hype me up to train, even though I was just so sure I couldn't do a lot of the things he was telling me. And it's that energy that I'm gonna miss the most. Yeah.
And his mindset when you spoke to him about training, you knew that he was on to way bigger things than you would imagine, because he was just, I don't know, man, he had big goals, huge goals, and he was definitely making them, like definitely making them. He was like right on it. He was so excited to like teach me and everything else with photo, and I was so excited to have him teach me, and like everybody else that's here. But I miss Deyvid.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Not really. I don't really know what to say. I just want to say that, like, I love you, Deyvid, and Deyvid, you taught me so much, and you jumped so goddamn far. Dude, everything like we would try, I mean, he would practically like one bang it, like that was it, like first try, boom, and I'm like, oh well, all right, I'm a over kid. But yeah, no, he was extremely strong. Oh my god. And oh my god, he's attractive as hell. We know that. I'm sorry, but that kid was blessed. God, and I remember his smile and his laugh. That laugh. Dude.
I just wanted to thank you all for coming. Like, it means so much that everybody here loved him as much as I did, and it's just wonderful. Like, I don't know, like half of you people, like more than half, but I still love you all because, yeah, thank you.
Never thought I was here right now, y'all. This got me like, woo. But me and Deyvid's bond was like no other. Like, we did crazy things. We done seen the world. Hell, it was hard. Like, he would wake me up in the morning, call me, text me, whatever, and we would just go. We don't know nothing. We would not have money in our pockets. We would just go. He was my big brother, my everything, bro. It's coming. And it's like I haven't spoke to him too much. But when I did, it was like no time was lost. Like, we would talk. We had a lot of funny stories. He used to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Oh, I was little though. I was like, well, I want to say like 9 maybe. But he didn't care. He treated me like I was like equal. It was like no younger, older. He would guide me in the right way, but he would show me that I was equal. Like, he would really talk to me and tell me stuff like that. Nah, but that was really my brother, man, and I'ma miss him. He showed me everything from drawing, everything, bro. He showed me the world, and I wish I would have spent more time with him, man. He's a really good person. I'ma miss him. I already did miss him. I'ma really miss him now. Yeah. I love you, bro.
Deyvid came into our family and he motivated us. He loved us. He was a part of every single event. He didn't care. He was there for the birth of Jace. He just gave his all to everyone that he came across. There was no Olivia without Deyvid back then, and I couldn't imagine him not being a part of our world, our life. He meant so much to us. He always had a strong will for what he wanted to do with his life. He made his own goals, his own terms. He didn't care what the norm was. He didn't care about the college degree. He knew what he wanted, and he inspired us to just look at this world from a different lens. Deyvid, we love you so much, and I'm sure a lot of you can agree. He was on to big things. He does have big things to still contribute to this world. So I encourage you all to continue to share his story, share his videos, share his drawings, share his everything, because we want his legacy to live on. He is such a motivational person. He will continue to be.
I mean, Deyvid was like a brother to me. He was one of those people that no matter what you were doing, if you were in a terrible mood, if you were having a bad day, good day, doesn't matter. Hanging out with him was an event. Any single time you linked up with that kid, it was an event. It wasn't just, oh, we're chilling on the couch minding our business. It was, no, we got to go do something. We got to go be somebody, because the world wants to see that. And he wanted to show the world that. His art, his videos, his photography, he was a source of inspiration to a lot of people, myself included. And he's just going to be incredibly dearly missed. And I just remember seeing him there at the top. I cannot even begin to describe how zenned out this kid looked. And it was kind of like in that moment that I really took a glance at him, and I was like, he's not like a regular person. He's not one of those people that can just walk into your life and then you'll find somebody else just like them. He's not like that. And he was never gonna be like that, because he had so many dreams and goals and aspirations and so much talent and physical prowess. Like, he was gonna go a lot of places, and I know he wanted to take all of his homies and friends up there with him. And it's just an absolute shame that he's not here anymore, but I know wherever he is, if he can see this gathering of people, it really reaffirms, for him at least, that he's loved, you know? Because everybody struggles with that sometimes. So you sometimes forget that, you know, you're just one person, but all these people out here know you, and you affect them, and they know a version of you that affects their life, and so on and so forth. And I don't really know how to tie this up, but I'm sure we can all agree that he's going to be incredibly dearly missed. And I don't know, he was like family to me.
I just feel like, you know, he definitely taught me how to love, and just like, I feel like he just want everybody, like, he wanted everybody to see their potential and to see they were beautiful. Yeah. And I'm blown away by so many people that he did touch. Like, when we were younger, he always wanted to say, like, you know, I just want to be a legend. I want people to remember me. I want to, you know, I want to make a difference in the Bronx. I want people to know my name. And it was so important to him just to like change things and push people to their limits, to push himself to his limits.
And I didn't realize, like, I love longboarding and art and like photography, and just I didn't realize how much of that came from him. I just want to say how much I love Deyvid, and I want his memory to be carried on in all of us, and all of us to remember how much he impacted us and how much he did, and how much, like, we just love him and his memory and all that he did for everyone, because again, there's not a memory that I don't have with him. Like, he was just there all the time, and I forever love him.
Thank you.
His charisma will forever be in everybody's hearts. But sometimes we ramble with our thoughts, and we just need that extra push. Today I was able to push myself to do something for him and his family. And Deyvid, I want you to know that I love you. You was like my little brother. Blood can't make us any closer. And I really miss you.
Deyvid was one of my kids, and I loved him with all my heart. So I told him, Poppy, I don't ever want to get that call, because I saw him doing some crazy, I'm going to curse. So I saw him doing some crazy shit. And I said, oh, Pop, I don't ever want to get that call that something happened. But if something happened, you know I'm going to be there. He says, yeah, but don't worry, if I'm practicing, I practice all the time, I know what I'm doing. So I had tears in my eyes, but whenever I saw him, I gave him a hug and a kiss. So all my kids always call me dad, even the ones that are not biologically mine. But if you see me in the street, you come up to me and you give me a hand and say, hey, Ray, or hey, Mr. Rio, say, hey, Dad, I'm one of Deyvid's family. Because at the end of the day, that's what you guys are. You his family. You know what I mean? You his family. I love Dave with all my heart. It was always Andrew, Ricky, David, and Olivia. I still got pictures, like, they look like baby pictures to me. But I think we could all agree, whatever David chose to do, he was gonna be the man. He could have did anything. And I always told him that, Papa, you could choose to do anything. You could do whatever you want, and you're gonna be great at it. Why this? And I'm sure it's gonna be the same answer all of you give. Because I love it. Because what I love to do. And you know what? God bless y'all.
What stood out to me about David the most is, like Harvey said, is he was unapologetically himself. And because of that, you know, when you're unapologetically yourself, people often tend to like misunderstand you. You know, anyone feel me on that? It's like people definitely tend to misunderstand you, not like you. And David didn't really care, you know, and that when you're young like that, you tend to like really care about what other people think, and like you tend to like doubt yourself. But David never really doubted himself, and we can all see that. Like he always knew he was gonna be something, you know. And I think like for me, especially, that inspires me because, you know, like I used to play manhunt with David all the time. Like that man was fast, man. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever it was time to like pick, okay, who's it? My worst fear was like, please don't never be David. Like, I don't want to get caught, bro. You know, and he was just such a carefree spirit, man. And it's crazy because, you know, that was a great guy to be around. And so it's like, to be here again under these circumstances, it's like, it makes you think like we don't really have time like that, family. We don't have time. The people that you think are going to be here forever won't be here forever. There's a saying that people die twice. The first time is when your body physically leaves and we put you in the ground. The second is when your name is no longer mentioned. And I think it's very, very important that we build that legacy for David, because look how many faces are here right now. So in 100 years from now, we need to make sure his name is still going on, because he was that big of a light. His story needs to be told. And that's all I gotta say.
So the next time you do feel alone, or you feel like you can't talk to someone, or you feel confused about where you're at in your life, I want you to remember someone like David for a second. That you don't need to feel confused about it. You have mad people that care about you, that will take a second to check in if you need it. You know, like Ray was saying, you don't have to be a parkour person to have that. You don't have to be from this block. It does not matter. You know, that's the power of an individual like David. That's the power of a voice like David, to be confident enough to do that. To whether it's a small girl he doesn't know or a young man who like doesn't need his opinion, David was gonna be there for that individual. And each one of you has that same power. You don't need to be confused about that. You don't need to wait for permission for someone to give it to you, you know? You just have to show up. I only knew this kid for 5 years, and the dramatic change you see in an individual over that short period of time, you know? Him going from a kid just being kind and learning how other people are to being a young man who's made a decision about what the world is and how he's gonna do something for it, you know? That's what I'm gonna remember about David. That's what I'm gonna take with me as I go wherever I go in life, is I'm gonna remember what it means to have that type of voice, to have that type of conviction about what I am and what I'm proud of and what I love, you know? You can do whatever you would like to in your life, anything you would like to. And if you can't do it on your own, that's perfectly acceptable, because there's mad other people who will help you get it, you know? That's something he understood deeply, and we're in this situation because he wasn't comfortable enough just to ask people, you know, when it came to it. So if any of you are feeling that way, where you're confused about it, where you don't know, my name is Jacob. It's very easy to find me on the internet because I'm glad about it, you know. But if anyone else is here that is confused about it, take a second today to make eye contact with somebody you don't know, you know. To take a second to check in with somebody who, actually, you know what, I've seen you a bunch of times around, I don't even know what your name is, you know. It's not that hard to make a lifetime difference to other people. Anytime you open your mouth to speak, you know, that's the type of energy that David instilled in me. That's why I'm here, you know, like that's why all of us are here, because that's the type of energy he had. So thank you very much for letting me speak, guys. a little darker now, but there's a group of people now. About to release some balloons for Deyvid. Everyone's been talking. I talked to myself a little bit. We're just about to like keep telling stories, but like send off his memory in a nice way. So this is a very different video from what I normally post on here. There's a lot more movement, a lot more joy probably than this one will be. Just look at the love you can get, you know, it's out there. If you need it, reach out to people. There's people, you know, like if you need help from somebody, let them know, you know. It seems trite to like say a like, comment, and subscribe now, but you know I'm supposed to say that. But just show love to other people, you know. Thanks for coming out. Happy Saturday. It's a small way to send off for a friend, but it's important, these types of symbolism. Like look at this, look at the power of this many people coming out to honor somebody's memory, you know. Those types of things matter. It goes deeper than just training with each other, you know. Like it really is some other stuff. Love, that's what I'd like to end this with. Just love other people, you know. Hopefully it's parkour people, but everybody else as well. Just show love.
It's 8:31, guys. We asked that you release your balloon in memory of Deyvid. We love you, Deyvid.
Love you, Deyvid.
Fly happy.
Forever Wolf. Forever Wolf.
I know I gotta start saying bye to people because I gotta go get on a 6 a.m. flight back to LA. Can't wait to be back with my community, but I'm really thankful to be here with my New York family for a bit. Shout out to everyone who watched this, anyone who knew Deyvid. Just feel to share it, you know, or just like keep honoring his legacy and his memory. Love you guys. Thank you for watching.
The world is changing. We're changing. It's easy to stay stuck in the present. Just as easy as it is to stay in the past or continuously await a distant future. I explore my world with curiosity. These landmarks filled with untold history. Trying to understand the future by exploring the past, I do so staying present. Embracing my existence as I move, see, experience, and remain sentient. What the future has in store for us is what we create. Let's plan. Most importantly, let's do. Let's be ready to think different, move different, be different. My name is Deyvid Garcia. You may know me as Wolf. I know you as I.